If you want a Shopify store, watch this video. This is a $50 million brand per year when it comes to the leather goods. This is a product page that I'm going to show you in this video. Very simple, still educational, and it doesn't force a consumer to purchase the product, but it's a very subtle design that will automatically convince you to purchase a product just based on the quality and the story this brand tells you. This is a very different type of video based on normally I make. We create brands that are mostly aggressive around pushing the consumer into the cart and then the checkout and basically increasing that conversion rate. This is the opposite. This is actually works really, really good with some of the brands if you have a really good quality products. And as long as you can educate the consumer in the right way, people will still buy it. If you don't know me, my name is Daniel. I've been doing this for 12 plus years when it comes to the CRO space. I build software companies. I work with a lot of big brands when it comes to the e-commerce space and specifically CRO. These guys sell leather good products. So cases, Apple Watches cases, charging docks, all that. Okay. So technically they sell phone cases, they sell watch cases, charging cases, plus wallets. If I click on, let me actually go onto the bestsellers page and then I'll show you their product page. If I click on here, of course, these guys specialize in the accessory side of things when it comes to the leather. Okay, so leather is their main specialization when it comes to their products. Now, let me actually jump back to the product page. This is the product page I will be reviewing in this video. Again, it's a very subtle design, very clean, minimal, only education heavy. Plus, they're talking about their journey and their story of their brand. And I think it's very important for a lot of brands, especially that are local brands in the US or if you're outside the US. It's all about how we can tell our story if we don't want to push aggressively to the sales cycle. This is an exactly opposite video of normally what I make, but it helps the consumer understand what the product is, and then you can still have a decent customer journey. Now, as you can see right here on the left side, we have just pictures of the product. There's nothing special going on the left side, but on the right side, we can actually see a little buy box area, and it's very cleaned up buy box. It's not everything all over the place. We see the title, a little bit of description, and the leather type. So there are two leather types that these guys are offering. This is a hand-tanned, and this is a handmade luxury leather. There's a very big day and night difference between two leathers. So when you're selling your product, a lot of people stuck in the buy box area when it comes to the e-commerce owners. And if you can simplify what you're selling based on the different variations, colors, whatever you're selling, has to make sense for the consumer. And based on whatever is picked, you need to educate the consumer on that specific variation. What the problem I see, and that is 99% of the e-commerce industry, regardless of the option I pick, the rest of the information throughout the page remains the same. That is not correct way to do it. Based on the variation, based on the type of the variation, if it has different technology, print, material, whatever it is different compared to like the base product, you need to switch that education based on that product. Okay, very important. As you can see right here, no limits for 2 per order due to high demand and limited inventory. Only 2 units, same limited edition color array can be purchased per household. Okay, again, this is a gimmicky tactic. We use that too for a lot of e-commerce stores. Works out for limited editions, and for not a limited edition, you can see buy a wallet, get 20% off tracking card. So they're giving away a product for 20% off. Okay, so as you can see, information is being changed based on the variation that is selected. Small thing, this is a common sense thing, but a lot of stores don't do that. Free shipping over $50 plus. They're offering 2 years extended warranty. Now, this is where the overview of the actual product is. So this is a limited edition, so 250 made, handmade in Chicago. They're talking about what the product is and what it does. So a little bit overview, not much detail, but it's enough to convert a consumer. Then they're offering a tracking card, and then they're giving away a tracking card pro. If I click on that, it will take me to that specific product page. If I click on this one, it will take me to that product page. I can click on that plus sign, it'll add it into the cart for me. So that is good. And if I add the product into the cart, that gets added with the cart itself. Smooth experience, not much going on in the buy box, but still very solid, powerful, cleaner than most of the e-commerce stores out there. So the easiest way to figure out like if you have a better user experience than everybody else, the easiest way to do that is just search for your product. Okay, if I search for leather wallets, open the first 5-10 websites and see, is your website looking better than everybody else? Do you have more information? Does your product is unique? If you're selling the same exact thing like 20 other people, of course it's not going to work, right? So in 2026, we need to stand out what we offer, what our product is, and that what makes big difference in the whole world when it comes to your revenue side of things. Now, as you can see right here, overview, they're talking about the product itself. Let me actually go back up. Handmade in Chicago. A lot of US-based people love buying from companies that do products creation in Arizona, Texas, Chicago. I work with a lot of companies that are local state people doing millions of dollars in revenue every single month, and they're local. So a lot of people purchase just because of that. Now they're educating the consumer around what the product is. Again, talking about like, hey, this is how you can carry the product every single day. This is kind of like a GIF style image of just educating the consumer. Very simple approach, very minimal, big bold letters. Big difference when it comes to just like educating the consumer when they're scrolling from top to bottom. Gets better with time. If you're in leather, real leather or luxury leather, they get better as the time goes by. Of course, when you buy it, they kind of look okay, but with the hand oils and the wear and tear, it makes them look more shiny. And it looks more better as time goes by. So very big difference compared to just like everybody else that are just like selling wallets. If you click on the first 5-10 websites, they're not even talking about this alone. Okay. And most of these companies don't sell leather wallets. So you have an edge. Why not talk about it, and why not educate the consumer about it? Okay. And of course, we have ad tracking integration. I always talk about this, like, upsells have to make sense, and as a consumer, it has to make sense for me to necessarily buy this thing. If I'm buying a wallet, this tracking integration, this is kind of like a Apple AirTag. It goes in your wallet just like an ATM card, and then you can track that wallet of where that location is exactly. So as you can see right here, wallet slots to bring Apple's powerful location tracking to your wallet, sold separately. Now, as a consumer, if I'm buying this, it will make sense for me to actually purchase this, because I'll be like, hey, man, wallet is a big thing. If I lose it, I might lose thousands of dollars. If I have credit cards, people can swipe it anywhere they want. So I need to make sure that I have my wallet, plus I have the tracking thing, okay? And it's better than having a Apple AirTag, because this card goes in your wallet, works really good, doesn't bump up your wallet, because of Apple Tag makes those little bumpy things in your wallet. So a lot of people avoid that. So it's a very big solution to a problem. And then we have reviews. So not much going on into the footer section, but if you see throughout the website, very clean layout. If I click on navigation system, categories are properly laid out. You can see iPhone cases, iPhone 17 is the latest one. So guess what? People will click on, most people that will come here, they will click on here. Screen protectors, iPad cases, headphone cases, they're just easily visually available for you. Same thing with the Apple Watch, leather band, metal bands. They're offering different offers when products. Same thing with the charging docks that they're offering, and the wallets as well. These small things make such a big difference when it comes to the customer journey. Same thing with the cart itself. When I click on it, easy experience. I think it's a lot of upsells that they're offering. 1 or 2 upsells make a big difference. A lot of people will not buy another product that is costing $200-$300. So the upsells have to make sense, because whatever you're buying, the upsell has to make consumer think like, you know what, I don't want to buy it, but let me buy it because it's I need it. Okay, so that's very common in the makeup industry, but I'm just saying in general, it works big time. So if you're stuck between 1 or 2% conversion, you want to take your store to the next level, you can contact me. My calendar link is right below this video. Schedule a free call with me. I've been doing this for 12 plus years when it comes to the CRO space. I'm happy to help you. We also create custom Shopify apps. So guess what? Everything we create for you is custom built for you. and for your e-commerce store. So the sky is the limit when it comes to customizations. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.